Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. One sec.
I have your inhaler in my bag if you need it.
Okay.
Sarah!
This is National 9 News with Peter Hitchener.
This just in. A 16-year-old girl named Sarah McDonald was carried downstream after falling into the Tuskegee River right off the Alpine hiking trail earlier today. Search efforts are being made, but her whereabouts are still unknown, and her asthmatic state will prove itself to be very difficult for her survival in the wilderness. Her friend Stacy Woodingham picks up the story.
Yesterday, we were just going on a hike like we do every so often when Sarah stumbled and fell into the rapids. For anyone out there listening, please help me get Sarah home. I can't imagine what she's going through right now. Based on their observations of the environment in this region, park rangers have hypothesized that Sarah will be put through many physical and mental tests at her attempt at survival. Based on the park rangers' hypothesis, doctors have predicted that Sarah will only survive 1 or 2 weeks based on her state of asthma and not having her medication.
Sarah's asthma is caused by a genetic mutation to the gene ORMDL3. Although we have spent extensive amounts of time studying this disease, we are still unsure if the variation of this gene is caused by insertion, deletion, or substitution, which are all processes that occur during transcription or translation as DNA is being made into RNA and then protein. However, we do know that the mutation does cause this gene to be overactive and has an effect on the synthesis of lipid molecules. The clinical manifestations of asthma are caused by the obstruction of conducting airways in the lungs. 2 airways cell types are critical for asthma pathogenesis: epithelial cells and smooth muscle cells. Environmental triggers concurrently act on the airway afferent nerves and the airway epithelial cells to initiate responses in multiple cell types that cause symptoms known as asthma. All cells need glucose and oxygen for aerobic respiration. The glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide and water, which makes energy available for all other reactions which take place in our cells. One of the most common energy sources for cells is the molecule ATP. The most efficient way of producing this is during aerobic respiration.
This is National 9 News with Peter Hitchener.
I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten or drinking anything in 3 days. Like all organisms, my body consumes energy, one of the 8 characteristics of life. And in order to survive, I need to find food so that my body can replenish its energy. Maybe I could find some sort of food packed with sugars. In my high school biology class, I learned that humans crave food sources packed with sugars because they provide instant energy, helping people rapidly produce ATP energy. Also, sugary foods provide many necessary vitamins and minerals. It is also probably a good idea to start at the bottom of the food chain, also known as the primary producers, as the trophic level at which the least amount of energy has been expended. I will have better luck getting energy from organisms like plants. Oh look, some berries. They are packed with sugar and at the bottom of the food chain. What a find. Now all I have to do is get some water from the lake. Like food, water is also necessary for survival. It helps us maintain a steady body temperature, also known as homeostasis. Processes like homeostasis are available to occur within the human body due to water's moderation of temperature property. These little frogs are quite interesting species. Some of the frogs' colors appear to help them blend in with their surroundings and avoid being seen by predators and have to expend energy running away. Other frogs do not have this camouflage and seem to get eaten more because they cannot hide from predators. Through the process of natural selection and evolution, the frogs with camouflage have better adapted to survive in their environment. need to camouflage like the frogs. That was a close one. Now I know. I need to think like the animals in order to survive in this forest. I'm probably not the apex predator, maybe a tertiary consumer at best. Therefore, I'm not very high on the food chain in this habitat. Like the frogs, I need to adapt to this environment so I can survive. I need to learn how to hunt and gather, as well as figuring out how to hide from organisms when needed.